Hi everybody, this is Nate from The Kramer Life, and the video you're about to watch is of my time at a chicken processing workshop where we took 100 live birds from the field and we made them freezer ready. While I have filtered out most of the disturbing images, if you're squeamish, this video may not be for you. Otherwise, please subscribe, hit that like button, comment down below, and enjoy the video. Thanks. So I'm at the Justin Rhodes farm and we are learning how to process chickens today.
Grandma, you want to help with the plucking and the scalding? And then Arun will be helping at the eviscerating. And then after the eviscerating, you know what eviscerating is? Gutting? Yeah. After the gutting, we put the chickens in the ice tank. Did we fill this up, Arun? Yeah. Okay. Just cools them off right away. And then we'll put them, and then we'll take a break for lunch. Everybody's invited to lunch, and then what do we do after that? Oh, and then we'll come back out and back. Guys, I'll help you on this process.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fill
That jaw, yeah, okay.
And he's gonna slit.
How long do you wait just till they stop kind of?
That's why I'm gonna be over here helping you guys. This takes about 3 minutes.
Okay.
If you don't let them bleed all the way out, they will, you'll have red in your meat. Okay. Well, have you ever gone to the grocery store and you actually see black, bloody veins?
Yep.
You will not see that on this. It's because at the grocery store, they knock them out in the head. They don't cut the throat. And so they don't bleed out well. Because you cut the throat, their heart's still going, and it pumps out all the blood. It's actually a horrible, they're trying to do what good, but it's actually not that great to stun them. It's better to just slit it. And once they're upside down, they're sedated. Once you slit it, there's no blood running to their brain and they're not feeling anything. They're gonna move, they're gonna have reflexes for 3 minutes.
How much does one of these units cost?
This is 100 and something. I
Really?
forget exactly.
Wow.
But it's worth it because it's the last 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
But if you think about how long it lasts, that money can really be spread out. So if this is let's say it's I don't know, 120 bucks. It's not, it's more than that, but that would be over 10 years. How much is that? That's like $12 a year? $4 a month? So even if it was twice that, it'd be $2 a month. Okay, so he's gonna put this in there, and we could time it just to see what we're looking at. And everybody will get a chance to do this. He's got this cultivator, and he's agitating it, and he's getting the feet. If you're not going to eat the feet, like in a stock or something, which we are, you can just dip with their feet. The reason we want their feet in there is because we want to pull the skin off the feet. So he's going to test it. He's rubbing on the leg, and it didn't come. It's not ready. We've been in 30 seconds.
It'll just peel right off, right?
Yep.
Sometimes it's hard to keep going.
So
you have home, did you just think how you put it
Yeah.
Okay, now wait, before you sit, then you can pull at this, and maybe give it a hair more, Jonah. Actually, that's pretty good. Pull at the tail feathers or the wings, not the body, that comes out very easy. But I feel like it's plucking good enough. It came out easy from the wings.
Turn it on.
Turn the water on first.
Turn on.
I usually count to 12.
Okay.
And then keep going.
Okay, I don't think we'll need it. It's plucked pretty good. Well, let's see. Pull it up, Jonah.
Yep.
Okay, what do you think, guys?
It went from animal to meat product.
Exactly. Yeah. It becomes something different.
It
now.
does.
You recognize it now, right?
Yeah.
So, you can kind of go in any order here, but it's on its back. So, let's get the leg. You can go this way. You want to get between the 2 knots. Okay. Then you can bend it a little bit. Then you can get down in, but you can actually see there. You don't want to cut the bone. See how I'm careful to not cut the bone? Then we want to pull this skin off this. Okay? Gonna do that. Now, sometimes the nail, they actually have, this one got plucked, but sometimes they have their nail still on, and you gotta pinch their nail, and they got a little shell over their nail that you gotta pull off, okay?
So there's the yellow level, and then there's this white level of skin.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
And then they have these little bits down, that just peel off, just cut it,
Can I got it?
okay?
Can I got it?
Not yet, I'm gonna show the people how to do it, and then we have a stainless steel for our hearts and stuff like that. Sometimes you can grab the head, okay. You could also go from this side, okay? That was almost a little easier. So it's just preference, just try different things. I'm seeing between the bones, okay? And that one got clean, that leg. And then sometimes you can pull the head off. Oh, that was easy. So I pulled the head off there, okay? Other times you gotta grab this.
When you do cut the neck, is there a specific spot that you cut? Or is it just wherever?
As high up,
It's high up.
there as you can. Cool. That's the only problem with pulling it, is you don't get, I didn't get the guts there. Oh, I guess I could have used it. You want to use these when you're going to have to cut through bone. Okay?
You save the head too for bone broth?
Yes.
Okay.
And then we're kind of cleaning it as we go. And what can you do? You could, I like to, you see the crop there? See that bubble under there? Mm-hmm. It's not full, so that's good. But I like to cut around. There we go. Just slit. You don't ever want to poke into a chicken, then turn it on its side. I set that part. What am I doing? I'm getting the skin off the neck. Now with duck, you would definitely keep that. You could keep that with a chicken, I'm sure, and render it and get you some chicken fat, but it's not quite as fun as duck fat. You can see the crop in there, right? See that? Anyway, I like to then get my shears. Some people save that and keep that on there, but we like to put it in the broth. Notice how I'm cutting this way, not that way. That way when the bag goes on it. See those shears? See, I don't even like to cut the, why we got it on its belly. See this? That's the oil gland.
Okay.
There's some debate as to whether that affects the taste of the meat. But right now, you're used to not having that on there. So you cut down till you almost hit that bone, and then you cut out. Okay? Now I'm showing you, and you're like, oh, this looks easy. And then you get over here and like, what? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna be here to help you, okay? So now, the hind end, we got the dent there, so we're gonna be careful. You see these two bones?
Yeah.
Pinch there, and slice across as close as you can down to those two bones. See the fat?
Yep.
See though, there we're getting in the guts. So really, as soon as I can get a couple of fingers in there, hold it over your edge. Why am I holding it over my edge? Because I'm about to lift this up, and it might poop. And I would just rather that be in the grass, right? So then we have our guts. Oh, good. You guys are going on. And I'm going on the inside up next to the rib cage, and just getting any. You can feel a little, I don't know what you would call that, connective tissue. And I'm going around the ribs, nice and warm on a cold day. Okay, and I'm grabbing everything, and I'm grabbing a hold of the windpipe. I can feel it in there with my finger. It doesn't matter if you know what that is or can grab it. Just get in there behind the guts. It doesn't matter if you just grab that and pull it out. Best practice is get in there, get as much as you can with one pull. See that windpipe coming out?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm doing pretty good this morning. Okay, then you're hanging the guts down, okay? Why am I doing that? Because look at my intestines. What are you gonna do about that? There's poop in that.
Yeah.
Cut down on one side, cut down on the other side, and then over, below it. And
You're cutting out the whole thing,
we've got that
basically, right?
vent out without piercing the intestines. Now, you reach in, and down on the very bottom, you have to claw in there, the lungs. And you won't know what I'm talking about until you actually get in there and find them
Feel 'em,
lungs.
yeah.
So you don't use a scraper, you
Pull 'em out.
you just use your fingers.
With Cornish cross, so easy. Okay, that's one thing that Cornish cross are also bred for, not to just grow fast, but to pluck easy, to eviscerate easy. Now, if you want the polyface signature, okay, so then you grab your hose. This is a good time to rinse it off. Now you talked about a live bird to a grocery bird. Here you go. Now that's what you see in the store right here.
Yep.
You don't want to necessarily eat this right away. You might want to celebrate and eat it tonight, but it needs to kind of go through its rigor mortis and loosen up and soften up, and it will be tough if you eat it. It won't hurt you, but it will be tough.
A few days, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 days, 2 or 3 days. But what we do is we go ahead and put them in our cool room, our fridge, so we don't put all the pressure on the freezer at once. You can put them straight in the freezer. It takes them long enough to freeze solid that you'll get rid of that. If you want a polyface, we learned this from the interns there. Pierce your, I don't know what happened. Pierce your fat there.
Oh. Nice.
I'm not really good at this because I just learned it, but it's funny, we could tell. We had some polyface interns come help us one time.
So
We
this
could
is
tell.
what you're describing. You say it looks easy, and then you try it, and it's not quite as easy when you're first learning it.
That's right, and I bet there's a technique to it.
It always looks better on paper.
Yeah.
Joel does this in like 2.5 seconds.
Yeah. Yes, this should
Justin,
be.
let's go.
That's the 3-minute process. The bleeding out, and then plucking. So then plucking and scalding is 2 minutes, and then this should be 30 seconds. I'm not quite there yet. I'm less than a minute, but I don't do 300 a week either. I do 300 a year. So. And rinse it off nice, and then doesn't that look nice?
That's ready for vacuum packing now,
Yes. Well, we're gonna cool it off. You gotta get it cooled down within an hour. And there's nothing to cool you off faster than an ice bath, right, Nate?
That's correct. I just took my first sea monster, as he calls them, and put them in the cone and slit the throat. The next step after the chicken has bled out for about 3 to 5 minutes, then we put them in the scalder, which is currently set at 145 degrees, and you do that for about 30 seconds. And then you'll put it into the, what is this thing called? The plucker. We put this in the plucker.
Got a real good name, right?
Yeah, it makes sense.
12 seconds.
Yeah, 12 seconds, that's it. All right.
That one's done.
So you just count 45, or how do you know when they're done in here?
Okay, lift it up, and when you get to left, if the skin peels off like that,
okay.
it's done.
Okay.
So there we go. And I'll take that out. There we go. And now over here, it's about 12 to 15 seconds, and this one's really good.
Yeah. So the HQ here is not too bad.
It's not too bad, but to make it wider, leave them hanging longer.
We're gonna go scald and then pluck a chicken. All right, we want 45 seconds in the scalder at 145. All right, let's check the not quite ready. Let's check the feet. The feet. If the skin comes off, it's ready to. There we go. We're ready to take it out now. That's warm. All right, now in the plucker we go. Turn on the water. Push start. And 12 seconds. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And there we go. Got to take off some of those extra feathers, but we're ready to eviscerate this guy. All right, let's go eviscerate. So how many pounds of meat did we process today, Justin?
I'm gonna guess these are probably gonna be 4.5 pound birds. I'm gonna guess there's probably 90. So what is that? That's
380.
380, 400 pounds, near 400 pounds. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
360.
And these are all going in your freezer?
Yes, and some of the folks at the workshop, they're going home with one, and the rest are going in the freezer.
Sure. And what are these legs?
Whoops.
What are you going to be using the legs and the feet for?
So
I see heads here.
So we'll pack 2 birds in a little Ziploc bag. That means 2 heads, 4 feet, and a net and 2 necks. And then we'll use that as a chicken broth later on down the road.
And then the intestines here, they go to
The
the hogs.
intestines need to go to the hogs, so there's a bucket around here somewhere for those.
So is this your first time processing?
Yes.
It is?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Educational.
How
Very
many-
messy.
How many chickens did it take you to get used to the process?
Just a couple, and then after that it was just like old hat.
Yeah, that's about what I
I
felt
mean,
as
every
well.
now and again you'll get something that just pops up that's a little different, but most of the time everything's the same.
Yeah,
One
like you
chicken
were
after
saying
another.
earlier, you could read all about this stuff, but
Yep.
it's until you actually do it, it doesn't really make sense, or
Yeah.
you just don't.
It's like I can watch so many videos and read so many books, but to actually do it, that's the best way, hands-on.
Exactly.
Definitely hands-on.
Definitely a hands-on process. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut that part out. Okay.
When you walk into this, it's kind of intimidating. You think that, oh man, I'm not going to be able to do this. But once you do it a few times, it really isn't that bad.
Conflicts with anything.
Yeah, exactly.